Spider-Man. You all know who Spider-Man is. It's fucking Spider-Man. My experience with Spider-Man, or really Marvel games as a whole, is actually really small. The earliest game I can remember playing is the PS1 Spider-Man game. This game still holds up pretty well to this day, and that's probably because of the developers Neversoft never failing to deliver a quality game. The only Spider-Man game I played after that was the Andrew Garfield game, which I thought was pretty fun too. And yeah, it just kinda ends there until the Insomniac games came around. So really, I had no idea what the other Spider-Man games were like. So anyway, I decided to try the Tobey Maguire game. I've only played a small part of this game when I first bought it and didn't continue playing it past the first level. So now is a good time to see what this comic book movie video game adaptation has in store. After a brief tutorial section that I totally didn't get lost in.
Alrighty, you're almost done. So why don't we end with something a little fancy? If you hold the Y button and quickly press the L button, you can suspend yourself from a web line and slowly raise or lower yourself. This is a sneaky way to check out unfamiliar areas.
Wait, so he wanted me to what? We get dropped off into the first level, which is just a recreation of the movie where Uncle Ben does what Uncle Bens do. We get our first taste of gameplay, and so far so good, nothing really of note to talk about here. We're just swinging from building to building and beating up people who like to hang out on rooftops for some reason. After finding a dude and threatening his life, the next level starts where we're raiding a base of thugs. The game encourages us to do this stealthily. I fuck it up. But we get a good taste of the combat in this game, and it really isn't anything to write home about. Spider-Man has a punch and a kick button, which the game says we can alternate to do different combos, but we actually have to unlock those combos. We can't just do them right off the bat. We can also pick up and throw objects and stop enemies with our webs and whatever this is. I keep doing this by accident. I literally still don't know how I'm doing it and what it's doing. After beating up some guys and venting around, we eventually encounter the guy that killed Uncle Ben. I realize that we can't take much damage at all, but somehow we persevere and he introduces himself to the window. Our first boss fight out of the way so far. The game isn't too bad. But just wait, I promise, I lose my shit later. Some of the plot from the movie bleeds in more, but that's put on the back burner for a second because surprise, surprise, Vulture's here! But he leaves just as he makes himself known and Shocker rolls in. We fuck up his ride and we start the next level where we learn about the very underutilized civilian mechanic. Some levels have allies and civilians that we have to get to and protect before they die. And if they die, we have to restart the level. Luckily in this level, they're pretty resilient but just as stupid. I mean, we saved this guy from a falling pillar and it's like, dude, come on, you could have at least moved, right? After ruining whatever Shocker's plan was, I seriously don't know what's happening. He retreats into the subway tunnels and we chase him down. More thugs to kill, more blockades to get through. It's kind of the same shit as the last level, just longer. Unfortunately during this level, I figure out just how repetitive the combat gets, and Spider-Man is a bitch that can't take a punch. Regardless, we track down Shocker to an annoying little fight, I guess, where he's sending shockwaves down tunnels and we have to avoid them. This part kind of pissed me off, especially that time I died despite being in safety. Bruh? Are you serious? Oh my god, dude. This sucks. What? Dude, this sucks. This section kinda sucked and I died a lot. Anyway, after we finally reach Shocker, he runs away into the actual boss room where we promptly kick his ass, and I seriously started wondering what the hell is Shocker's power set, like what is he doing here? After beating him, he rats out Vulture for some reason, which leads into the next level, which also fucking sucks. Vulture's tower is a vertical level littered with bombs, mines, these flying nugget things. But if it was just those, it'd be whatever. But the fact that the staircase is inconsistent, causing us to find a funky way to get around it, makes the navigation annoying. Near the end of the level, an endless flurry of bombs and mines and explosions start raining down on us, and my initial reaction was to try and avoid them. which just ended up making me get hit by them anyway. Did I mention we get no invincibility frames after getting hit? So if there's multiple explosions going on, we're taking every hit. Do I have to redo the entire fucking climb? I have to redo the whole fucking climb? Yeah, I was losing my patience a bit, can you tell? So on the follow-up attempt, I just kept walking, and it worked. What a lovely fucking game, honestly. We find Vulture, we chase him outside until he decides to fight back, where we have to shoot him down with our webs and beat the shit out of him. You know, while I'm fighting Vulture, I realize something. Why the hell can we run out of webs? Yeah, for some reason the Spider-Man has a web meter that does run out the more you use your webs. You can refill it with these web canisters, but my question is, this Spider-Man has the webs built inside of him. They're not a gadget like most Spider-Mans. So why can we run out of webs and how are we refilling it? What are the refill canisters? We beat up Vulture and we cut to the movie plot again, but with a twist. If you know the movie, you know that Osborn is looking for Spider-Man's DNA and hopes to find a cure for the disease, which I can't remember for some reason. Well, it turns out there's another person that matches Spider-Man's fucked up DNA signature, which I thought was going to lead into some weird Ben Reilly shit or whatever, but then the next scene is Scorpion running away from robot spiders in the sewers, which confused me even more. At this point, you start to wonder, is this game trying to do the Sinister Six or some shit? We somehow end up teaming up with Scorpion to destroy all these robot spiders. Scorpion doesn't trust us, we kick his ass, and while Spider-Man is enjoying the craftsmanship of these robot spiders, Scorpion just gets up and walks away and Spider-Man's like,
Scorpion disappeared.
No, he literally didn't. You clearly watched him run off. What are you talking about? By the way, in case if you were wondering if Shocker, Vulture, or Scorpion's appearance were going to lead to anything, well, put your hopes down because they are never brought up again, as the game remembers it's supposed to be an adaptation of the movie, and we finally get back on track to that. Green Goblin shows up, Mary Jane's on a balloon for some reason, we save her. She calls him Tiger, like, girl, no, that's a spider, not a tiger. We chase down Green Goblin, you've seen the movie, right? This level introduces a time mechanic where we have to clearly do a thing and web it up before the time runs out. There's not much to comment about this section of the game. We catch Green Goblin and do a little boss fight with him that takes place in the air and the ground, which made me realize just how bad the swinging mechanic really is. Sometimes when you swing, you can do an action during it, like punch, kick, shoot web, whatever, and sometimes you just can't. I don't know why. The grounded fight isn't too bad. He does have command grabs, which is only slightly annoying. Green Goblin would be an insane grappler if he was in Marvel vs. Capcom. We beat his ass, Green Goblin pulls a Joker and is like, haha, I placed gas bombs all over the city. You can either chase me or stop the bombs. Your choice, asshole. We choose to stop the bombs, which is a timed mission where we have to reach the bombs before they blow up, all while these flying little fuckers are shooting at us. And when they aim at us, they do not fucking miss, and they melt our health bar. We do not have time to stop and kill them because the time limit is super strict and Spider-Man swings at a Walmart shopper's pace. I had to come up with a strat of tackling the bombs in different orders just so I would have enough time to get to the next set while avoiding these assholes and shooting pot shots at them hoping they die, which with a limited web resource was kind of hard to do. Oh my god, what was I supposed to do about that? The next level has Spider-Man fight these tiny drone things for some reason. We just kill them and swing away, hide, Green Goblin taunts or something. What was the point of that level? After investigating the tiny shit drones, Spider-Man discovers they're Oscorp property and goes there to investigate, which starts the back-to-back levels that made me fucking hate this game. Now we're sneaking around the Oscorp offices trying to get in and learn what is going on. If we get caught, we're met with these super robots that will basically kill me if more than one of them is present. The funny part about this stealth part is that even after webbing up a guard, they'll just forget that they saw me. Good cards, they should get a raise. This level also introduces me to dark areas. Staying in dark areas will leave me undetectable. Were these a thing in the first level where they wanted me to do stealth? I don't think so, because this is the first time a tutorial text told me about these things, so I'm going to assume they're a new thing. Once we reach the offices, we have to collect 5 pieces to a password to unlock a door. This level is very bad at telling us how to do that, because there's like 3 different rooms with computers in them, but only one of them is turned on at a time, where we have to go up to it, grab the password from it without getting detected, then look around for the next lit up computer. And you know, it's funny, there was a neat little thing that almost every other level had before this. It was called a compass. Yeah, it literally pointed us to the objective. Yeah, this level doesn't have that. So I literally had to just look around every goddamn room until I found the lit computer. It was dumb. I wasted a lot of time because the 3rd room was hidden for some fucking reason. This level is dumb, but not as dumb as the next level. Oh god, the next level. Spider-Man overhears some science bros talking about some dangerous chemical. He literally walks up to one of them and is like, yo, what was that all about? And he just tells him. Like, 1, fucking big ass balls on this guy for just trusting he was not gonna rat him out. 2, this guy literally did not hesitate to tell Spider-Man what was going on, which, by the way, what is going on? I'll tell you, the worst goddamn level in the game. That's actually fucking stupid. Jesus. Okay. Oh. It's the same shit as the last level. Don't get caught unless you want to have the taste of bombs in your mouth, but this time cranked up to 10 with the difficulty. There are guys everywhere. There are cameras everywhere. There are lasers everywhere. All of which will trigger the alarm and cause the big guys to show up. The only option when these guys do show up is to get out of sight and hide in the shadows and pray to God they don't see you. Eventually the alarm will give up and everyone will conveniently forget they're currently being robbed. The best solution for this level is to stay on the ceiling, which is a lot easier said than done. Especially when you're in a panic if the alarm goes off, because now I'm not just fighting the robots, I'm fighting the goddamn controls in a cramped area. Spider-Man's best movement option for getting out of town fast is the zip move, which fucking sucks, so the next best option is just swing around, which in an indoor area will most likely lead me to crashing into a wall, where I'm not ready for a sudden movement change, and I lose all control of what I was doing. Did I mention if Spider-Man goes from wall to ceiling, the camera changes, which in my brain means I should move the stick to correspond with the camera so I'm crawling in the right direction. Well, that isn't the right option actually, because doing that just makes Spider-Man crawl back to the wall. Then, if I try to correct that, I just go back to the ceiling and back to the wall. This game was made by the Black Ops guys. Not just that, it was one of their earliest games. Good to know they come from humble beginnings. So anyway, the actual fucking objective of this level is to go find control panels and turn them on in a specific order. There is 6 of them in total. The first 4 are right next to each other, but you can't just hit all 4 of them right there. You have to hit A, then B, then hit the one that says A and B, then leave, go into a different fucking area, find C, get denied at the D door, kill a guy, grab his key, then press D, which for some reason after this the alarm was just constantly on, so I had to look out for robots, then go all the way back and press C and D. Only then would the level end. Sounds simple, right? I was on this level for 40 fucking minutes. The controls are so fucking ass. The level design was counterintuitive to what it wanted me to do. The combat is so fucking ass, and fighting the robots is almost impossible, especially since they keep respawning, so it's like fighting back wasn't even an option. Sometimes the alarm would just go off despite nothing seeing me. Sometimes the robots would see me despite being hidden. Sometimes the guards wouldn't get webbed, or fuck, I'd be lucky if I could hit them. Which killing them is an option, but given what I just told you, was it always a good option? No, it wasn't, and if I died at any point I had to restart the entire level. Treyarch, everybody. But just as if I thought the shitty levels were finally done, they hit me with this Evangelion looking motherfucker. This bitch of a boss has 10 shield generators we have to take out before we can do damage to it proper. But there are those stupid ass green flying fuckers everywhere, and the robot itself has literally tons of fucking sentries that just don't fucking stop shooting at you. And if you even think about moving away from the body, it has a goddamn laser that deals a shit ton of damage, and it tracks you. Fuck this game, dude. But even after taking this thing out, we're still not done in Oscorp. Now we have to get out, but there's robots everywhere, and now the security system is on overdrive mode. There are barriers and sentries galore. So after turning those off and fending off against the robot army of 2002, we finally finish that section of the game and are heading towards the endgame. Not without one more shitty level though. Chasing Green Goblin again, but this time he's fast as fuck. And like I said in a previous level, Spider-Man moves just as fast as a Sonic 06 loading screen. It's basically not possible unless you know what his routing is and you move ahead of him. But don't move too far ahead or else you fucking lose him. After all of that, we can finally beat his ass for good. He kills himself just like in the movie, haha, and we get our good boy kiss, and Tobey fucking Maguire literally tells me to go outside and touch grass.
Looks like you're done now. Go outside and play.
Thank God. What a piece of shit game. And after the credits, I looked through the menus. They got fucking mini games, man. You know, I kind of had high hopes for this. I mean, how bad can you fuck up bowling? Turns out, you can. You can really fuck it up. They want you to swing and hit the pins on the other side of the lane. That doesn't sound too bad, but just wait. You don't know how fucking bad swinging works yet. If you hold the button, Spider-Man will start swinging, yes, but he swings upwards. But there's a fucking wall in the way, so you want to level yourself. To do that, you just jump out of the swing. But doing that in the minigame kicks you back to the end of the lane. So what if you just let go of the swing button? You get kicked back to the end of the lane. How do they fuck up bowling? Anyway, this game sucks. I think I lost years off my life from how shitty it was. How many movies did Mr. Tobey Mangrill get again? Oh, for fuck's sake. Thanks for watching the video. If you got this far and you're interested in seeing how that gameplay of Spider-Man went, the full playthrough should be in the link in the description on my second channel. Go check that out if you're interested. I apologize for not uploading as often as I used to. Shit sucks right now. In fact, the only reason why I'm recording this right now is because I slept through a fucking job interview. I'm not even kidding. I was supposed to be at a job interview at like 10 in the morning today, and none of my alarms woke me up, so I fucking missed it. And I'm really fucking pissed, so I'm trying to do something to get my mind off it. I hope you really enjoyed the video, guys. Have a good day.